Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
Founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Mexico City Diablos.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, Watson to the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They go over the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Diablos, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Again, it's Mixer. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Track 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble, But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. Again, 2.
Watson on 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, 31! Hey, 55!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter. And he's got a 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Browns 7, Diablos 6.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The score, Browns 21, Diablos 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go, shot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
Now back to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Watson looks to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's out right at the 25. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Line up.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Browns 1st down.
Alert.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Browns.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yards to go.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14. First down, Cleveland.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Watson off play action.
17-yard line.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 3. Down on the 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to Mixon on first down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Watson on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down.
He's coming.
On first and 10, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
18, Pioneer, no street.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
We're set.
1st and goal
down, he's coming.
at the 6-yard line.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Down, let's go.
Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to
Tony Pollard from 6 yards away. And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Diablos 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
15-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. 72 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
79 Bronco.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
60 Eagles, 60
A gain
Eagles.
of 24 yards.
They'll give it to Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play.
They'll drop the throw, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And Watson's going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no